This video is brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Hey y'all, it is Luca and welcome back to the channel. Today we are once again back in my save file, my forever save file if you will, and we're going to be building some trailer homes. So as you can see, once again, we are back in Foundry Cove. I'm almost done with this neighborhood. I just have 2 trailer homes here that I'm going to build, and then I'm renovating this little house right here once again, because I did do it like last year, I think, give or take, and it was just a completely different style than the neighborhood is in. So yeah, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to redo that, but that's neither here nor there. Today we are on the Garden Essence lot. This is normally a 40 by 30. I'm going to be turning this into a residential rental lot where there's going to be probably 3 different trailer homes here. It may be just 2 though, I'm thinking, because looking at what space I have left, I feel like I could just make this into one more home. So I don't believe, before we get into the actual build that I've got today, I don't believe I shared this one. I recorded it and everything, but I think I was having some really bad sound issues. I'm not really sure why. So I thought I would go ahead and show you. This one's actually a single dad's trailer home. Did I share this as a video though and it worked? I don't remember, but I'll just show you anyways if you didn't see it. But really cute little kind of rundown trailer home for a single dad and his like teen daughter that stays with him on the weekends or something like that. I had like a whole storyline going. I really, really like this house. It's not like messy. It's, you know, very brown, but I really, really adore this little trailer. It's very fun. So we're going to build another one today. I really enjoy building trailer homes in The Sims just because, you know, it's kind of reflected on my own personal experience. Let us begin, shall we? I'm going to put down the floor plan first and foremost. This is kind of the closest I could kind of come up with in The Sims, just because the ratios and the like proportions of The Sims aren't exactly true to life with how things are in real life, if that makes sense. So it's not perfectly like what I want it to be, but it's definitely close enough. I actually already built this very roughly, did like a little bit of a rough floor plan earlier today, and we're just gonna, you know, go by that so that I'm not here forever and a day. I think we're good. I think we got this. So I would actually add another bathroom right here somehow, some way. I mean, I could do that. It would make it kind of a long, kind of crazy looking build, but we could probably squeeze it in here, because I'm thinking of doing like a really long bathroom here as like the quote unquote master bathroom, and then maybe here at the end I can do a like closet space. I don't really know. This is not in my plans initially, but I feel like that doesn't look so bad. Yeah, it's pretty long in The Sims, but normally, at least in the experiences that I've had living in a trailer home myself for quite a while, basically you can have either like 2 or 3 bedroom trailer homes. It's pretty common to see 3 bedroom ones, and there'll be like 2 bedrooms at one end, like a smaller one, and another one that's kind of a little bit bigger, maybe smaller, with their own bathroom. And then there's like the master or the big bedroom with also their own bathroom kind of as a ensuite. It's not really like that all the time. Sometimes it's only 2 bedrooms. Sometimes there's, you know, the bigger bedroom, the main bedroom, and then there's like another bedroom next to it. It's kind of complicated. This is by far the closest to the ones that I've encountered myself. I am going to place down just a very normal gabled roof here. We're just going to put that like so, and we're going to bring the eaves all the way into so that it's flush with the house. And then I found this, what is it? This trim here that's from Businesses and Hobbies. I found that it looks really good when you do that, because it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of neatens it up a little bit. The roofing, I think we're going to match some of that roofing on these houses. I might even use the same one. Yeah, I like that. And then for the exterior kind of siding, I'm going to use this faux wood shingles half panel from the Get Famous expansion pack. It's kind of hard to emulate trailers in real life into The Sims 4, honestly, because the way that the siding is, it's like metal, and at least the ones that I lived in when I was young, it was like metal tin siding, and it was very like, it was like half painted. It's weird. I would recommend just going on Google Images or something and looking up what I'm talking about. Just look up like old trailer homes, something like that. I think I was just going to use like the most normal front door out of all of these. It was going to be just this one. Very, very normal front door. I was going to put it like right there where it's like kind of in the hallway. And then this room is going to be the kitchen, but it's not going to be like completely closed off. I think I'm just going to do like some half walls right here, maybe. I might even do 3 half walls there. That's kind of fun. Let me put some lights down so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Let's just work on the exterior, make our way inside. I'm going to bring this up like, I think 3 steps up on the foundation. And then I am going to add a little back porch. No, a little front porch. I actually have some reference images on my second screen here that I'm going to look at. I think I'm going to make it to where it doesn't have an awning. That's pretty common. You'll see that sometimes with some trailer homes. They don't have like an awning. Maybe it's because they're, they maybe have just been placed down. Do I want to use that color or do I want to use this color? I feel like that color just works a little bit better overall. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this one. Ooh, I feel like that one looks really good just because it blends in with that like that shingle siding. And then we might as well just match the flooring as much as we can. I may change that though, but just for now, we're placing that down. And then for the stairs, usually it's like on the side here. Sometimes it's on the front, but I'm going to put it on the side just because I think if I do decide to add more of these trailer homes on this lot, or well, one more right here, it'll fit perfect. And then we can put in some terrain paint down like right here roughly, and this can be where the parking is. I'm gonna just kind of do it like this, where it's not like super flush with the house, so that I can still do some landscaping. I'll do like 4 tiles wide. I feel like that's pretty good. And then I am going to put in obviously an orange truck. I use this so much, but and then maybe I actually could do this instead, like a little sports car. And then maybe I can just do like this little sedan kind of moment. That's kind of cute. I like the combination of the green. This is meant to be kind of a rundown trailer home. Not all trailer homes are like this. Some trailer homes are actually so nice. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I have been in some very, very nice trailer homes that were like ridiculously nice. I'm also not going to put a lot of windows in this home either. Or at least as many as I normally would. We're going to try to keep it fairly minimal. And I'm just going to use these windows. I was going to use some different windows actually, but this one from the base game kind of, I don't know, it kind of was speaking to me a little bit more. We do need some smaller windows for the, smaller rooms and such. I'll just use these as well. They're not like perfectly matching the windows here, but they're close enough. I might just do the white one for that. But for the bathroom, I'm going to use this light box little, what is it called? Little window. Just because there is going to be a shower unit right here. And it's just, I don't know, the ones that I've been in, there has been like a little window above the like shower unit instead of like a full on window or anything like that. Okay, good layout. Let's go ahead and I'm going to get the flooring and the wallpaper placed down really fast. I already picked all that out too, so my decision making is not going to be a pain today. We are using a lot of carpet, of course, in my experience, lots of carpet. And then for the kitchen, I'm going to use this tiling just because it's kind of dated looking. But for the bathroom, I'm going to use just normal linoleum. I kind of want to do something like this kind of moment. Like, I don't know if that looks weird or not, but just for the front door, I kind of want to do something like that. I don't know. It kind of works. And then for this bathroom, I'll do the same flooring as well. Maybe I should do that in the kitchen too, just because I feel like this is going to be kind of hard to work with. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. And if I decide to change it, I will. And then I'm just going to put an archway right here, I think. Just something simple because this will be where the kitchen goes. The dining space is going to kind of go over here too. The kitchen is going to be quite cramped. But anyways, that seems to be the flooring. Let's get the wallpapers put down. And then the wallpaper for the living room is just going to be this. Oh, I was meant to put a wall right there actually instead, just because I feel like it's going to be kind of weird to put multiple different colors, because I wanted to do like a white color for that one. And then for the bedroom, I wasn't really sure about this bedroom, to be honest. I may pick the bedroom colors once I get to furnishing those rooms, just so that I can kind of, match it sort of to the beds. And then this bathroom, I might just do white for the bathroom. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, yeah, let's just move on from that and we'll focus on decorating the exterior. I think what I was going to do is, I'm not liking the color of this the foundation, because I like this color, but the foundation just seems so it seems like it's just too much blue. So I think I am going to switch it back to this, just because personally I love this tan kind of beige kind of color. Just fair warning, y'all. There's going to be a lot of shades of beige and brown in this build, and that's just how it is. I am going to go through and using this decal that came with the what is it called? What's it called? The Basement Treasures kit. I'm going to add some, just some spots, some wear and tear on the house, just to kind of, add some realism to it, make it a little bit more worn down looking, There's also some stuff from For Rent that I absolutely love as well. That's kind of perfect. I'm not going to go overboard necessarily, but I do want to add, quite a bit, because I want this trailer to be very rundown. I want it to feel like, it's been here for a while. The rent is very cheap, but the family that lives here, they do their best to make the best out of the situation. I'm going to put one more right there. And I feel like that's just enough to add a little bit of, fun to it. Not fun, that's glamorizing it. A little bit of wear, And I actually would like to place down the air conditioning unit. Actually, I can just copy and paste it from this trailer because it's here. Boom. I'm going to place it right here in this living room. We're going to shrink it down so it fits the window. And I think I'm going to give it a different swatch so it's not the same as the one over there. Yeah, something like that. And then, oh, perfect. That's so realistic. And then for the doors on the interior, I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm going to use the high school years door just because, duh, it's my favorite door. And then the door to the bedroom, I think I'm just going to put it right here. I know it's kind of weird being in the middle, but that's the only place that I could think of. And then for the bedrooms over here, we're just going to kind of plorp them down like that. All right, the structure is pretty much good to go. We just need to kind of go through and decorate it a little bit. Let's see, I think I'm going to use, it is an awning that came with the base game. It's this one right here. I think I'm going to use that just so that there's something on this house. I feel like that's a good swatch to use. Sure, I don't know. Maybe there should be an awning on this house. I'm kind of going against what I said earlier, but I don't know. I just want there to be something. I don't know if that's, working. I don't know if that lines up. Yeah, that lines up pretty well. I kind of like that more. I wasn't going to use it, but I'm actually not mad about it. And then, just do the thing, copy paste that. And then for the columns, I think I'll just use the tried and true, the ones that I use literally all the time. Is there a different swatch? I could do this blue color. I don't really hate that actually, because it kind of matches the trim in the windows right here, as well as the siding a little bit. And then we can even match it to the fences here. Maybe not that fence, not that one either. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't mind this one as much, but ooh, the fence is gonna kind of intersect with that. Maybe just for the little details sakes, I'm actually going to make this porch one tile smaller. Is it because of the air conditioner there? Yes, it absolutely is. So we're going to do this instead. I feel like that's a better size anyways. And then I'm going to, do my normal thing with the roofing, make sure that there's a room up here so that we can add trim. Yes. I like how this is looking so far. What we'll do with the terrain paint though is we will just use the same one and just give us a little pathway there so that, they can walk to their cars. And I think I am going to be able to fit another trailer here. It's just the yard isn't going to be as big unless I move this back, but I kind of like there being all this space back here. So they kind of have a little bit of something, some privacy, a little bit, not privacy. What am I trying to say? So that they have their own little yard space out back. So I will put these like really close up front here. These are from Eco Lifestyle, but I am using an override of these by Tech Hippie. I will link that in the description. Pretty much it is just a texture override for the terrain, but it also does do some of the textures of the items and stuff throughout the world, like the live edit stuff. So if you want a little bit more of realism and texture and stuff, I highly recommend checking that mod out. It's literally just you put it in your mod folder and that's it. But yeah, I am liking this a lot actually. I think instead of putting this fence here, I'm gonna put a different one, just to add a little bit of some more realism, I guess. Not realism, but a little bit of character. We'll use these. I feel like these are some of my favorites too. I really like these a lot. That fits really nicely there actually. So I think what I'll do is I will do the exterior decorating and stuff. Most likely I'll do that at the end, but I will go ahead and get the landscaping done, which is going to be really easy because I'm just going to match the landscaping from the trailer over there. It's just going to be a lot of grass. I add a lot of this grass in these builds. It's a live edit object from the Get Together expansion pack. So definitely a huge must for my builds, but I don't know, the grass it's softer and wispier and it just kind of looks right, So I did some landscaping. I just kind of did it on my own there just because it took me quite a while and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to chill out and just do it myself. But I am going to add some stuff at the end, but we're going to move on to the interior real fast. So for the living room, I was going to use a brown couch. What else is new? We're going to be using the couch that came with City Living here. It's the one that you can thrift. There's a specific kind of couch that I see in my head that I want, but we don't have in the game. And it's that 90s kind of floral kind of couch. You'll probably know what I'm talking about, but it's just, we don't have anything like that in the game really. At least of all, we don't have anything that kind of looks the way that I want it to. I am going to use this little chair from the Basement Treasures kit as well because honestly it makes sense. And I actually want to use this, it's usually a TV stand, but I think I want to use it as a coffee table. I don't know, it just feels right. And then I'm going to put the TV right here. I think I'm going to use this, of course, something like that. There's going to be not a lot of matching furniture, to be perfectly honest with you. The point of this is to, feel really lived in and they've collected this furniture over the years just because maybe they thrifted some stuff here and there. Ooh, I kind of really like this table. Yeah, that's so perfect. Oh my gosh, yeah, if any of you all have lived in a trailer home or something like that, let me know in the comments. Honestly, I'm not necessarily glamorizing that kind of lifestyle growing up or whatever. I'm not really glamorizing it because it's not virtuous, just to kind of put some 2 cents out there. It's nothing virtuous necessarily, but it does kind of change you a little bit living in a trailer. At least of all, a trailer like this would be. I like this setup. And then I'm just going to put an old TV because, I overuse this TV so much. Ooh, yes, this kind of Western kind of picture definitely kind of speaks to me. I kind of like that. I don't know what to put here, to be honest. I kind of want to put like a little, ooh, I know exactly what I want to put down here. It is an item that was added into the base game. I don't even know how long ago, to be honest, but I cannot remember what it's called, where it is in this game. I swear it's so hard to find things in this game sometimes. It should be under the miscellaneous tab, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's this little quilt stand. That's such a perfect little item for right there. Yeah, we'll put that there. And that's kind of cute. It's kind of cramped in here, but you know, it's kind of the point. And we just need a little, you know, a couple little pieces of clutter in here, just to kind of add some, you know, lived in vibes. I definitely want to put down these video games. I don't know why I always do. And then maybe just like some books and stuff here. CDs maybe? I don't know. I kind of want to add like a little bit, but not a lot of clutter. We do need like a radio of some variety. I mean, we could like place this one down. That's kind of cute. It's like an old radio. And then maybe right here can be a plant. I don't know. I feel like this would look pretty cute. Or maybe it's just some flowers. Maybe those are fake flowers. We'll say they're fake flowers. And then we got the ceremonial boob light because I can't get away from it for some reason. And then for the curtains, I am going to use, there's these one curtains that I thought of earlier. Could be these again, but kind of use these in the other trailer over there. So probably not. I think we're just gonna go with the ones that I was gonna use, and it's just these classic ones from the base game. What I have been doing with these lately is I've actually been doubling them up. So I will kind of place them kind of off center and then just do that. I feel like that just kind of, it makes them look a little bit bigger and, you know, makes them look a little bit more realistic instead of just being such thin little nothing. And then we're gonna just, do we go with the beigey ones or do we go with the brown? I kind of like that, honestly. It kind of helps the furniture kind of get all tied in. I like that, actually. That's really cozy. And then I also do want to add some little, you know, marks on the wall, you know, just some, not really marks, but just like little broken spots. You know, we can even put like a little thing right here where they kind of tried to hide it with the painting, but they didn't quite do it right. So yeah, just little moments where you can't really see them, but they're there. Ooh, what if they have a pet? I kind of like the idea of them having a pet, like a cat. Yes, they'll have a cat. The litter box will be like right here, and they'll just be like, sorry if it smells bad, you know, put that right over there. We'll put like a little cat kind of tower right here. Nothing fancy, but just something like that. Could we go with something with some pattern to it? That's kind of funky. I do need to move these kind of down a little bit, just something like that. Maybe we'll push this over. And then I would like to put a rug here in the living room. Oh, that's just my favorite rug to use. Both of these swatches are so cute. I feel like that is such a cozy little living room. I really like this. All right, let's move to the kitchen. Kitchen spaces. All right, I'm gonna put the refrigerator like right there. However, I'm gonna use just like this standard old white fridge. And then do I use this countertop? No, I feel like I want something that's a little bit more dated looking. It's really hard to not use these all the time. But here's the thing. There's just something about the style, the colors, the just shape, it just is right. And it just feels like it fits into this home really well. And I don't know, I use these a lot, but they just kind of work the best. It is a very small kitchen. I will say they don't have a lot of counter space, unfortunately. But you know, that is unfortunately how it works. I could probably put the door right there, but let's go ahead before I jump the gun. Let's place down the table that I was going to use. I think I'm just going to use this like little round one with the green legs. And do I match the chairs this time? I feel like if you mismatch the chairs like all the time, then that's not really like a style choice anymore. It's just a default thing. So maybe I'll actually make all the chairs, you know, look the same. I think this chair's like a little too big, to be perfectly honest. So I might use this one from the, the werewolf game pack. We can try to kind of fit it like against the window as close as we can. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of tight, so I'll just leave it there. I want there to still be enough room so that they can kind of walk around. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a tight kitchen, but there is enough space to do what you need to do. pretty much. I really like this sink here. It's a little modern looking though, so maybe not. I don't want anything too nice, or too fancy or too up to date. And I'm just to kind of keep it from being too cluttered, I'm actually just going to put two things. I'm going to put the toilet paper, the paper towels right there, as well as I think the bread box is what I was going to do. Just that, nothing else, because if I add anything else, it's going to be too much for this countertop and they won't be able to prepare food. If only I did it a different way. Part of me wants to put the kitchen over here and the table just right here because they can walk around that probably. Let's try that. Actually, I think I like this a little bit more. I know it's not like a significant change, but it is enough to where I'm like, oh, I can properly have some counter space here. So maybe we'll just do that instead. I feel like it would be really bad if they didn't have enough room. It wouldn't be very functional. Granted, a lot of this is just for the aesthetic, but I still want it to work. It's pretty cramped. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to get rid of one of the chairs. I know there's gonna be 4 Sims living here, but maybe the way that they do it is that the kids have to eat at the table, but the parents eat in the living room. I feel like that's pretty common here. All right, that just looks better. I'm glad I did that change because otherwise it was just gonna look really kind of dark actually. For the curtains, I'm going to just do what I did earlier. And double up the curtains here. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. I don't think I want to use this color though. I kind of want to use green. Do I want to use green? I don't know. I feel like the green just sticks out too much. I think we'll go with these beigey ones instead. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Do I like the chairs as much? No, but we're going to go with it. And then for a rug in the kitchen here, we're just going to use this one. We're going to do this purpley one, I think. And we do need a trash can. I didn't forget the trash can this time. We'll just use this little gray one here and we'll just kind of tuck it in this small little corner right there. And then we should probably put a fire alarm, just right there. I'm thinking we'll also put some more little dings on the wall here. Maybe one right there. And I'm trying to think. I'm probably going to put a little salt pepper shaker. We did get one with the base game, thankfully, but it's just this one. I think we'll use this one and just put it right there. Yeah, there we go. And just some wall art is all we really need in here. Ooh, I would like to place down this little calendar. I feel like that's very perfect for the kitchen. We'll put it right there. And then I kind of wish there was room for some kind of cabinet. It was kind of getting dark in here and I did not realize it, so I needed to turn on some additional lighting. But I think I was gonna place down a little something or rather in here. That's kind of fun to put in here, I think. Does it really make sense? Not really, but it's kind of a good little shelf. I think I'll put this here instead. And then I might see if there's another swatch. I don't know. I kind of like that. But we'll see if there's something else maybe that looks a little bit better. This one came with a base game and I kind of like that a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of like that just for filling in the space there. What I really was wanting though is some kind of just storage for the kitchen. I mean, I could put this, but that's more of a bathroom kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this by the front door instead. I feel like that just makes more sense right there. And then for in here, maybe I'll just find a little simple shelf. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I know it looks like it would be more for over here, but I kind of like that. Yeah, I'll put a pickle jar there, or no, a pepper jar. That's what that is. It's a pepper jar. I don't really use that very much. Remember when Dine Out came out, those were all the rage. And then a little teapot or something too. That's kind of cute. And then for the rug in here, I'm going to place down one of these. I think the kitchen's done. If I don't leave this room, it's going to be crazy. Nice little kitchen. I think that's a nice little view right there. That's very realistic right there to me at least. And then let's just keep moving down this way and work on the parents' bedroom, the main bedroom. I'm just going to use this. I've used this one bed so freaking much in my day in The Sims, but it's the one that looks the best. I'm sorry. I bet you I used it over here. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm going to put a dresser here, but thankfully we have a closet in the bathroom, which is kind of fun. I just want something that's not this one necessarily. This one. That's perfect. Is there a brown swatch? There is a darker brown swatch. I feel like that looks good. All right, for the bathroom, I think I am going to put a bathtub in the back right there. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Or do I want to do like here instead? I know the toilet can possibly just go like right there. I may put in a different window. Ooh, actually, I had a different window picked out anyways. It was going to be the kind of bay window. Is that what it's called? I think this one, this beautiful window, and we'll just center it there. I feel like this is kind of perfect for this space because it offers a lot of light. And then for the sink, I see that's my problem. I don't really know where I will put the sink if I put the bathtub there. So maybe I'll just do this and then maybe put the sink like right there. Then again, I would have to put it on this side. So maybe we'll put it on this side instead. I'm pretty sure they get in from this side of the bathtub, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe I'll just say to heck with it, not worry about it. Maybe we'll do this. That way there is enough room for them to access it. I don't know. I'm not that good at doing layouts myself, to be honest. But yeah, we'll just do a simple little setup in here. It's going to be a lot of white. I think I'm going to do a lot of white in here. I know it doesn't match like at all, but I don't know. It kind of looks good to me. Yeah, that's a cute little bathroom. Nothing super fancy about it, but it's cute. I will definitely use these rugs from is it the bathroom clutter kit is what it's called? I definitely will use these for sure. I could kind of make my own shower unit here, even though this is not going to be functional. I kind of want to do it just for the vibes. I think it would be better sense on that side. Yeah. But just for the vibes, why don't we do something kind of fun, kind of quirky, but hey, I like making things for the vibes sometimes too. Could do like, ooh, that's really dark. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe actually what I'll do is I will just place on a wall. I'll then go into the curtains and find just whatever curtain I like. This actually kind of is perfect for this room. Should I do yellow? Should I do like a pattern? I feel like the pattern looks good. We'll get rid of the wall here. And then we could take the tool mod and just move it a little bit. Like, hold on. Let me move the bathtub. And then we can use the tool mod and just kind of ever so slightly move it. Oh, I feel like that's moving it down. And I don't want it to go down. I think I figured out what I want. Yeah, that's close enough. Is it functional? Probably not. But hey, I like it. It looks really cute. I will put another light in the shower kind of area so that it's lit up, but that looks really cute. I like how realistic that is. Yeah, I'll put some, typical kind of shower stuff in here because why not? Again, it's more for the vibes now than it is for the actual gameplay. Hey, at least there isn't, there's multiple there's multiple bathrooms in this place, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Maybe this one, I do like that a lot. And then we'll just use these same windows again. Yeah, there we go. That's a cute little bathroom, if I do say so myself. I feel like I want to put some dirty clothes in here though, for sure. Love that. Okay, let's just move back to the bedroom. I did not mean to skip over it so quickly, but I am going to just find a nice little wallpaper. I kind of want to do this like floral-ish one. Do I want to do a dark room? I don't think I want it to be very dark in here. The yellow is nice, but I feel like it's just not the right color, and white is boring. So maybe this like peachy color is kind of nice. I don't know. I think I will just go with this brownish color, even though it does kind of, make it a little dark. I don't mind it. It's kind of cozy, actually. Oh, I almost forgot to put in like some kind of curtain situation in here, because they're definitely going to want curtains. It is a bathroom after all. I could use these like lacy kind of curtains. That kind of works, actually. And then for the curtains, I'm going to use the green ones because why not? And then we will give them their own little TV, I think, in here. We'll just do like this one, I think. And yeah, we'll just add in the typical kind of bedroomy kind of things. Some folded clothes. We'll put, just some random stuff. Nothing that really needs to make sense. Ooh, definitely a little thing covered in clothes is perfect. This little random storage container. I don't really know. Just random nonsense that they just throw in here because there's no other room. Ooh, I really do want a hamper in here just for the vibes. We'll kind of do it like this. And then maybe I can kind of cram this in the front here without it getting in the way of the door too much. I kind of don't mind that. I feel like this room will be a little bit more cluttered just because it's like the parents' bedroom. They don't really like worry too much about it being clean. I'm not gonna go crazy with the wall art though, just because really at the end of the day, you don't want to go overboard with it anyways. I feel like this would look good somewhere though. Like I know I just said I don't want to go overboard with it, but I kind of like that there, and I kind of like this at the end of the hallway. It's kind of cute. Yeah, that looks really nice right there. But anyways, back to this bedroom here. I think I just want to add a couple more little ones, maybe like this one right here, maybe that one right there or something. I don't really like that one very much. Listen, this is just me, but I need more regular artwork because all of this, I feel like this needs to be definitely organized. I feel like at this point, I don't know if they will do this. I would really love it if they did, but I want a posters and wall decal section because it's getting overwhelming having to scroll through all of that. It's kind of ridiculous. Bedside tables. That's the next thing we need, don't we? Let's just kind of move these a little bit forward so it's more in line with the bed a little bit. But yeah, what kind of little lamps do I want to put in here? I could mismatch them. That would be kind of fun. You know, put like one of these here, you know, something like that. I could turn it to the side so it fits a little bit better. And I kind of want that one lamp that we got with the Basement Treasures kit. That's just such a fun lamp because it's like a broken one. And there is actually a fun little animation with this because it'll like flicker sometimes. It's really nice, actually. It's really fun. Just put a little rug in here. And honestly, that's all I'm going to do because that's all they need. All right. I feel like this looks really good so far. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break and we're going to come back and finish the rest. Let's kind of finish this little like hallway section here. Entrance area. We'll put a little boob light right there. And then something to do with like a little coat rack or something or other. I think that would look pretty cute. Why do I kind of like this one? It's like a little curio cabinet is what it's called. I feel like that looks kind of nice right there. Ooh, actually, I know exactly what I want to put in here. This is perfect. I can never remember where it is, to be honest. An aquarium. Okay, but like, listen, we just put it right there. It does take up a lot of space, but I don't know. There's just something so like realistic about that. Either I put it there or I can put it over here somewhere. I feel like that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll put the air conditioning unit like right here in this window, and then we can put it right there. I don't know if putting it in front of a window is always all that smart. It's probably not. I wouldn't do that. Maybe we'll just do some reconfiguring. I'll put the window there. I'll put these paintings right here, and then this can go right there. And then we can put this here. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. And I'm going to place these curtains down here, just like right there. Cute. Awesome. That adds some kind of moment right here too. And then right here, I don't know what I'm going to put, to be honest. I guess we can just put some like shoes, you know, just some like little entrance kind of typical clutter, you know, that you'd see, like the coat rack. That fits quite well right there. And some shoes. Ooh, actually, I just saw a little item that I would like to put here. It's like a little box of clutter like this. Yeah, just put like right there. You know, something that's a little tidbit is in like the Southern Appalachian kind of accent, of the way that people say shoes, it kind of cracks me up sometimes because we'll sometimes say just shoes and then we'll say shoes. Like we put an EW in that instead of an OE. It's just a really funny thing. I don't know. We just do that. We as Southern Appalachians just tend to add extra syllables to things. This is kind of a cute little mirror for right there. And then I don't know. I feel like that's really all I want to do in this room. I don't want it to be too cluttered just because, you know, it would be a little bit impractical. There we go. I like that. It's looking cute. Oh, I kind of want the green curtains in here instead of that. I know I liked them before, but I don't know. I like the green a little bit more. I'm kind of obsessed with that green. So we just need to do this second bedroom here. I mean, this is going to be kind of inspired by some family members' home growing up. They don't live in this home obviously anymore. This was such a long time ago, but they did have a trailer home that's honestly set up very similar to this. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of reminiscent, but there is, we'll just say that there are 2 kids here. You could even swap these out and be like, oh, it's a young adult, or you can maybe make this room into a nursery possibly. I'm just gonna go with some pretty mismatched furniture in this room. I'm not like going to go crazy with it either. Ooh, that makes it really, really small in here. Maybe not that. They do need like a little desk. I really wish we had more desks like this in more colors, because I feel like this is just it's like a very clean, modern like looking desk. It's really cute, but I just wish there was more like textured ones too. Ooh, there is this one from Businesses and Hobbies. It's not quite one, it's almost one full tile. Well, that kind of doesn't look bad in here, but I don't know. I think we're just going to use this one instead. It just makes the most sense for this kind of room. Ooh, that kind of works actually. I think this end table isn't really going to work for me. I kind of want to use something a little different. Ooh, this one actually might be kind of cute. Just got to find the right swatch. I kind of want to change the bed, because that's the reason why I can't find anything that matches, is because the bed is just sticking out. Maybe we should go with like something like this. I don't know if I like that specific color combination. That is really cute actually. I think we'll just do this swatch just because it kind of matches the bed a little. And then I do need some kind of dresser. I think I'm gonna put the door right here instead. Oh no, it's gonna clip. We'll put this here then. We'll move all this stuff over. Sometimes you gotta, retroactively change some stuff, and then that way we can put the dresser like right here. Let's see. What is a good little dresser that kind of goes with the style of this room? This one is perfect. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this one. We could do the pink. The pink is kind of fun. I mean, we could also go with this aqua one that kind of does something for my brain. And then do we want a mirror in here? I don't really ever remember seeing mirrors in like kids' rooms growing up, but sure, we'll put a pink mirror. That's actually kind of cute. I honestly feel like this desk is like bland now compared to everything else. So maybe we should use that one desk that I was talking about, because there is a pink version of it. I mean, that's kind of cute actually. We'll give them a computer. We'll give them this really chunky one just for, the nostalgia. And then maybe we'll give them like a pink chair here. This is really a cute kids room actually. It's very nostalgic. And is there a pink? That's not quite what I want. There is a purpley kind of color scheme. That's really cute. And then we need a nice little lamp. Should we do the soccer lamp, or should we use this panda lamp? I think the panda lamp is perfect. And I also want to put in a little nightlight too. One of these like little owl nightlights. It's super cute. We'll put it like right there. Ooh, we'll put some shoes in here, or some shoes. We'll put them like under the mirror right there. And I don't really know of anything else that I could put in here. Maybe a TV. Maybe we'll put the penguin TV in here just for fun. That's so cute. Actually, that fits so well in here. The game console, that's so cute too. You know what? This is like a little gamer kind of room. I think they got the computer, they've got the TV with the console. Maybe they really love, like, let's be real, they love The Sims on console. Maybe they play a lot of like Bustin' Out or something like that. And then a little book right there at the end. The controller. That's what I was looking for. We can't miss the controller. And then right here, I wonder if I can fit a bookshelf, because I feel like the bookshelf would be like the perfect, little addition. Possibly. We can fit maybe a thin, like 1 tile wide one. This one is like, it's kind of cutting it a little bit. And I don't think that this is going to have good colors. Yeah, that doesn't really fit with this room. I mean, the only one that really fits is this one. That's not bad. I kind of like that. I feel like maybe this kid is a little bit of an older kid. Like, maybe they're like 9, 10, maybe 11 at the latest. And this little bookshelf here was just like something from their childhood that they just, they never got rid of. They're kind of a lower income family. So they don't really have, the luxury of just like getting rid of furniture when they outgrow it. They just kind of keep it. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we need a little curtain here somewheres. I feel like this curtain is so perfect, actually. I didn't like these when they first came out, but now I'm like, they're really, really fun. That's so cute, honestly. And now we just got to, I'm going to go ahead and put the posters down, then I'll pick out the wallpaper. Let me think, what would go in here that makes sense? I wonder if I could just type in poster and it would just show me the posters. That would be really awesome. That makes it a little bit easier, actually. I know that this isn't all of them though, so ooh, this is kind of fun, but that's not very like girly pop. I want this to be a little girly pop in here. I mean, that is kind of girly pop, but it's a little bit mature, I feel like. I still want this, to be like a kid's room. I feel like that is kind of perfect. Little, anime, girly pop. I feel like this one looks really cute because these are pink and the green kind of accents the pink. This is cute. That fits super well. Oh, the little My Sims guys. They're cute too. And then we'll put some void critters, just kind of around. The ones that just kind of like make the most sense. Yes, this little guy is so cute for over here. It matches the dresser. Yeah, when in doubt, just use the void critters because there's so many of them, and I feel like you could even like do place multiple down with move objects and kind of make your own custom wallpaper. Let's just make it pink. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. That is the loudest kids bedroom I have ever made in my Sims career, I feel like, but this is pretty cute. Do I want to make the curtain purple? I feel like that looks good. It breaks up the pink a little bit, and there's still little pink little accents. So yeah, very, very cute little kids room here. Let's go ahead and do the bathroom. We'll just get it out of the way. I actually had a color palette kind of planned. I kind of wanted to use a yellow kind of situation with the bathroom, and then I'm just gonna kind of keep it pretty simple. I am gonna use this shower bathtub combo, and then I think I was gonna do like a pink curtain, like pink and yellow, you can kind of see it. And then I am going to place down a boob light just because I feel like it's going to light it up. This room is so dark seeming. That is sad. I'm going to layer up some lights so that it brightens it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put this in. Oh, there's like little pink toned lights. That's really cute. I kind of like this for the kids' like bathroom here. And you know what? We're just going to go with, the basic kind of, clutter. Isn't there I'm just going to once again express my disappointment in the placement of the new bathroom stuff, because I feel like we've gotten quite a few like this. I don't see this in the clutter section in the bathroom section anymore. It doesn't really fit anyways, but yeah, we'll put the toothbrushes there, and we'll give them some fun little hand soap too. Why not? Ooh, a plunger. We didn't put that in the other one. Maybe we'll put it in here just for realism's sake, I guess. Yeah, we'll give them like this little pink hand soap here, and then some dirty clothes in the corner. That's perfect. And you know what I haven't done for a hot minute is I haven't placed down any like stains or anything on the flooring. I feel like I need to do that in the big bathroom too here. Just, just to add like a little bit of something. And I think above this, maybe I can put like a medicine cabinet or towels. Perfect. That's such a cute little accent of pink. And then I'll have a hanging up moment with some towels. Oh my gosh, what a cute little bathroom. I'm actually kind of in love with it. Okay, like what do y'all think? Isn't this kind of cute? Oh my gosh, I love this little bathroom. It's kind of hard to see because, the walls are up. All right, decorating the older kids' bedroom. I don't know. I kind of want this to be maybe a teen boys or something like that. I'm not really sure. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Why not? The camo, honestly, let's just do that. I was going to go with a different vibe, but I feel like if I do the same things all the time, I need to just mix and match it. I kind of want everything to be black and like blue in here. I want it to be kind of stereotypical, but I don't know. I kind of want them to like, the little rocket's kind of cute. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to be so like boring. It can be kind of campy and kind of fun too. Oh yeah, I can see a lot of fun things I can put in here. Yeah, that looks really cute actually. Maybe we'll get rid of this lamp because I feel like that's kind of juvenile. What's a fun lamp for like a teen boy? This one kind of matches the nightstand a little. Sure, that works. And let's see, for the dresser, kind of chest of drawers kind of situation, I think I want something that's kind of just like this one. I feel like this one makes sense. Don't want this though because it's like solid black. But listen though, I can kind of put it like right here and it kind of separates this little spot from this little spot, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we'll put it here instead. Or I could put it here so that the TV can go on that, because I don't know why, but I just have the urge to give them all TVs. I don't know, it's just kind of fun. And then maybe here can be a desk. We will just give this kid this desk right here. Honestly, I was really worried about this room not having enough space, but it kind of works, to be honest. Yeah, like there's literally enough space for this kid to have like kind of everything, honestly. And let's face it, if you've got a computer and a TV in your room, you kind of have everything, which, let's be honest, this is a low-income trailer home, so maybe that's a little unrealistic, but at the same time, I like it for the vibes. And you know, maybe this isn't the best TV and this isn't the best computer. So maybe that's the caveat. I kind of want a fun rug in here. What if we did this like skull kind of situation? I feel like that's really cute actually. And then maybe over here we can put in another rug just like this or something. I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too much, but so what? And for the curtains, I could just do black curtains. Or I could do blue. I kind of want to use these though. And I kind of like the gray. I don't know. I want the curtains to have a little bit of like, I kind of want them to have a little bit of, you know, age to them. I know that these are like really, really high up, but I kind of want to use them. I don't know. I think I'm literally just going to use black curtains just because nothing else seemed to really work. And these look actually kind of nice. We will add a little bit of scuffs to the wall, like some chipping on the wall, some scratches maybe over here, maybe a little broken spot on the wall. And then we do need to add more posters. I think I want so many posters in here. It's not even funny. I kind of like the idea of them also being really into void critters too. And maybe, oh my gosh, maybe the like teen boy and the little sister, that's something they bond over. Like he showed her void critters being like, whatever. And then she's like obsessed and he's like, you know what? I kind of love that she also likes it too. So that's a fun little thing to do. I really am digging these posters. These are really fun. I don't know, maybe this teen boy is actually maybe a little older. Maybe he's like 17. Maybe he has his own job. Maybe that's why he has so many posters. He buys them all the time. Ooh, this space one's kind of fun too. And maybe this one from City Living. This one also from City Living is kind of perfect. I'm just kind of going nuts, but I don't know. It just seems fun. Maybe this kid is like secretly wanting to be a werewolf too. I feel like that he's like kind of interested in that. Have y'all been listening to any good music lately? Let me know in the comments. I always like talking about music. I've been listening to a lot of Ethel Cain lately, and A House in Nebraska has been playing in my head, and it's breaking my heart just a little bit. Ooh, I like this poster here too. Kind of in love with this kid's bedroom. Maybe I'm kind of healing a bit of my inner child by putting all these posters up, because I definitely wanted to have posters in my room, but like we just didn't have the money for that. But also, you know, I was kind of a neat freak too, in a ways. Ooh, that one's kind of fun. And then for the walls, this is actually, I was going to go with dark blue, but this kind of light gray is kind of nice. Like a cool kind of gray color. I feel like if I did anything else, it would be way too dark and bold. We can at least look though, because why not? We could look at the blue. Yeah, that's just too blue. That's kind of nice too. I kind of like that. I like this one. I like this one the best. It matches the bed really well. Okay, so we've got the interior finished, which is really cool. Let's work on the exterior just a little bit. I'm just gonna add some outdoor furniture and stuff, you know, pretty typical stuff, I think. I'm obviously gonna use the like foldable kind of lawn ones. I really like these a lot. I also think now that I'm like stepped away from this a little bit and I'm looking at it now, I kind of want to get rid of some of the wear and tear. I feel like it's a little too much. I don't want it to be like so bad. I'm just gonna put a couple here and there, nothing too offensive and crazy, just because, you know, I want it to look worn down, but I don't want it to look disgusting. I still want it to be like, they take care of the place the best they can. I don't know. Maybe that's also me kind of projecting a little bit because, people always look at trailers and they're like, ew, or, they kind of look down at them, but like still home, a lot of people don't really have the choice. I kind of want something a little nicer out here though, to be honest. Ooh, what if we did like this bench or something? I don't know. Not really liking that one that much. Something that just looks not new, but not old. Okay, but like, hear me out. They don't have a back porch. So what if I put a picnic table out here? That way they all have, ooh, that's too big, isn't it? It's way too big to fit out here. Maybe we could put it there, but that's a little too big. Never mind. That is still a decent idea to put an outdoor table to sit at. Like this one. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is an outdoor like poolside table. I feel like that's kind of perfect for out here. I think we'll use this one, and just some mismatched chairs would be perfect. No, these indoor outdoor plastic chairs. They're kind of perfect. I'm gonna use like a clean white one, or like a different colored one, maybe this blue and then like a gray one. Yes, that's cute. I think I'm also going to take this and move it somewhere right there. Yeah, I don't want it to look too bad out here. I want it to still have a little bit of, a little nice. Not too nice. Put the porch light right there. Maybe I will give them a grill. Literally right here is perfect. Super cute. It's close to the kitchen. I can imagine maybe they open this window or something and then they like pass things through it so they don't have to like walk all the way in, And then let's put a little like planter pot right here. Maybe they grow like a little tomato plant or something. I don't know. I'm just really trying to pull from my own experience, I guess. Little welcome mat is cute. I think I'm going to use, that one's kind of cute. That fits really well. And then let's put some like outdoor activities out here too. Ooh, before I forget, we should put like a little bed for the cat. Let's put it in the boys' bedroom. Maybe the cat just really likes to be in here because there's two windows. We need food bowls. I almost forgot about that. But we'll just put one like right here, just simply right there. I always forget that stuff. And then anyways, outdoor activities, we will put a swing set for sure. I wish we had like how they look in The Sims 3, just like really classic looking ones, but we don't really have those. Ooh, I do want to put a clothesline. Actually, I better not, because then that will cause so many issues with gameplay. But yeah, we'll put a swing set. I think this one from Seasons is like the best one that we're gonna have, even though it just looks a little too new to me. I mean, should we do this the white one? I don't know. I feel like it's just so like nice looking. That's okay. But yeah, I think I'm just going to not do that one, and we'll do the jungle gym instead. 'Cause the jungle gym at least has like, like a wooden swatch, and we'll make sure to include some little terrain paint, little, texture bits there. So it looks like they've actually like played on it and stuff. I kind of want to put like a couple chairs over here, 'cause like for some reason, I just had like a random thought of maybe like the teen boy, maybe he has like some friends and they just kind of come out here and sit. I don't know. Yeah, we could just kind of put a couple out here. Should we give them some chickens? I feel like that is very much so playing in with my experience big time, because we had chickens when I lived in a trailer growing up. So I could do that, but I just don't think that that's them. I kind of had a random idea also. What if we put a tent out here? Hear me out. Maybe they really want to go camping, but they can't afford it. So they got an old tent, and the kids come out here and they go camping just because, they want something fun to do. I feel like that's a really fun idea. So I'll, put a couple little chairs out here for them, and then we'll put a fire pit, but I can already see the fire like spreading. I can already tell that that's going to be an issue. But yeah, we'll give them a little fire pit out here, because why not? And hope for the best that we don't catch anything on fire. I don't know. I feel like this is a fun little thing to do, because I feel like especially being a kid growing up, without a whole lot, little things like this made you like kind of excited, even though it's not really anything significant. It's just a tent. It's like a whole new thing. It's like wow, you know, like it's a tent, which it's you can just kind of go in and just kind of have your own little space and just be away from your parents. And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fun. I think I will also place down a cooler out here. If I can find it. I never can find it. Yeah, we'll just kind of place this like here, I guess. Thankfully, these plants aren't really going to be in the way. So we'll just place it right there. That's kind of cute. Just like a little escape for them, you know. But I do believe that is it. We are going to leave the backyard empty, I think. There's nothing really that I can think of to put back here. I may add stuff by myself. But yeah, I really like this little trailer home. It's really cute. It's really realistic looking to me personally. And then if we look down into the actual house, you can see a nice amount of rooms and space, honestly. My favorite is this living room, though. I adore this living room. It's really realistic. It just looks so cozy. I can see the dad just sitting here. This is his chair. And then, you know, they're all just kind of piled up on here. I don't know. It just looks cozy and warm and inviting. The kids' rooms look kind of nicer than the rest of the house, which seems realistic to me too. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's build. I will probably be doing another trailer home on this lot. And then we are going to renovate Streamlet Single over here once again. And then Foundry Cove will be complete. Now, granted, it's my forever save file. Probably will never be truly complete because I'll want to keep changing stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video, though. I hope y'all enjoyed that today. I do want to go ahead and pop in here really fast. The expansion pack that we've got coming out, Enchanted by Nature, that's going to be available on July 10th. I am running a giveaway over on my Blue Sky. I will leave that linked in the description. So if you want to go enter that giveaway and you have a Blue Sky account, just go ahead and like repost, follow me there, all that good jazz. I'm trying to kind of boost the following over there so that, you know, I can kind of, you know, repair the loss of Twitter. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Do let me know in the comments down below what you think and if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I'll speak to y'all next time. Bye, y'all.